Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel. In this video, we will see three properties. Those are differentiation in time domain property, differentiation in frequency domain property, and time integration property. So first we will see differentiation in time domain property. What does it state? That differentiation of a function in time domain is equivalent to the multiplication of its Fourier transform, that is this uh, x of omega is getting multiplied by a factor j omega. So when we are differentiating a time domain signal, that is x of t, then we are getting this its Fourier transform is getting multiplied by j omega. That is what this differentiation in time domain property states, and now we will see how to prove it. So proof of this. So we know by the definition of inverse Fourier transform that x of t is equal to 1 by 2 pi integration minus infinity to infinity x of omega e to the power j omega t into dt. So differentiating now with respect to t on both sides, we will get now differentiating on both sides with respect to t. So this is d by dt of x of t, and this will be 1 by 2 pi is a constant, and here it is d by dt minus infinity to infinity. This is x of omega e to the power j omega t dt. So this is how it will be by differentiating on both sides. Now we know that this is completely a frequency dependent function, so we can bring this d by dt here. So 1 by 2 pi, this will be minus infinity to infinity x of omega d by dt e to the power j omega t, and this will be d omega. So here it will be d omega now. So now we can differentiate this function with respect to t. So what we will get? This will be with respect to t, so j omega will come outside, and this is now our e to the power j omega t into d omega. So this j omega can be brought outside, and this is nothing but 1 by 2 pi integration of minus infinity to infinity x of omega e to the power j omega t d omega. So this is nothing but inverse Fourier transform formula of x of t. So this j of omega into, this is inverse Fourier transform of x of omega, right? So we can write here that Fourier transform of d by dt of x of t is nothing but j omega x of omega. So this is how we prove that differentiation in time domain is nothing but the Fourier transform of that signal is getting multiplied with a factor j omega. So this is pretty easy and it is clear. And similarly we can write in general that dn x of t by dt of n, that is differentiating n times, then Fourier transform of that will become j omega to the power n, that many times this term will come out as a constant term, and here we will have x of omega. So in general we can write differentiation in time domain property like this. So now we will see what is differentiation in frequency domain property. So this property, this is our second one, that is n. So differentiation in frequency domain property. So what does this states is that now my frequency domain, that is differentiation of its Fourier transform in frequency domain, is making the time domain signal x of t getting multiplied by a factor t. So what does it states? If Fourier transform of x of t is x of omega, then t x of t, Fourier transform of this kind of signal is what? J d by d omega of x of omega. That is in my frequency domain, if I am differentiating with respect to omega, then my time domain signal gets multiplied by a factor t. This is what we have to prove in this property. So proof of this is, by definition of Fourier transform, we can write x of omega is equal to minus infinity to infinity. It is what? X of t into e to the power minus j omega t into dt. So now differentiating with respect to omega on both sides, that is d by d omega x of omega, and here it will be d by d omega minus infinity to infinity x of t e to the power j omega t dt. So we can see here that this is completely a function with respect to t, so we don't have any omega terms in this function, so we will focus only on this function, and this can be written as minus infinity to infinity x of t d by d omega e to the power minus j omega t into dt. This is fine. So we can see that this j and t here is a constant term, so this can be written as minus infinity to infinity x of t. So minus jt is coming outside, e to the power minus j omega t into dt. So this term can be brought outside. This is nothing but this kind of signal. So we know this from the definition that this is Fourier transform of x of t. So this this is t here. T is a function of this t will be here because this is getting integrated with respect of t, so it will be inside. So we can write here as minus j Fourier transform of t into x of t, because whatever here, this is my Fourier transform operator. and whatever here my t functions are, we have to write it as it is. So we are writing it like this. And so when this is a minus j here, if we bring to this side, then it will become j into d by d omega of x of omega, that is equal to Fourier transform of t into dt. So this is how we prove this property, and from here this can be written as t into x of t. Fourier transform of this is nothing but j d by d omega of x of omega. Now, so we have successfully proved this property, that is differentiation in frequency domain. Now we will see what is meant by time integration property. So it states that Fourier transform, that integration of a function x of t in time domain is equivalent to the division of its Fourier transform by j omega. So what does it is stating is, now we are integrating our time domain signal x of t in time domain. So what in frequency domain, what its repercussion is, its Fourier transform, it is getting divided by a factor j omega. So if x of t Fourier transform of this is x of omega, then according to this property, minus infinity to t x of tau d tau Fourier transform of integration of x of t function in time domain is getting is its frequency domain signal is getting divided by a factor j omega. So this is what we have to prove. So we will see its proof. Now we will first by the definition of Fourier transform, we know x of t is nothing but, from the inverse Fourier transform, 1 by 2 pi integration minus infinity to infinity x of omega e to the power j omega t into d omega. So now we are replacing all our t variable with tau. So how it will look like, this will become x of tau is equal to 1 by 2 pi minus infinity to infinity x of omega, then this is j omega tau, and this will be d tau, d omega, sorry. So now interchanging the order, now we will first integrating both side over minus infinity to tau. So this will be minus infinity to tau integration, this side will become like this, and here it is minus infinity to tau 1 by 2 pi, this is again infinity to minus infinity to infinity x of omega e to the power j omega tau, and this is d tau. So now interchanging the order of integration, first we will bring this term and then we will bring it inside. So this will become 1 by 2 pi is a constant, so it is coming outside. Now we are writing this integration first, minus infinity to infinity x of omega, then we are bringing this tau because only this function has tau in it. So this integration can be brought here, minus infinity to tau, this is e to the power j omega tau, this first it will be d tau here, and then here it will be d omega. So now first solving this integration, what we will get is 1 by 2 pi in minus infinity to infinity x of omega, this will be e to the power j omega tau by, this will be, this is with respect to tau, so j omega is a constant and it will come out, and here it is minus infinity to tau, and here it is d tau. So now substituting the limit, this is to t, sorry, this is till t, this is not tau, this is t, here also it is t, here also it is t. So now substituting the values of limit, we will get 1 by 2 pi minus infinity to infinity x of omega, this will be j omega t by j omega, and this is d omega. Okay, so now from here all the j omega terms will be coming here, so this will be 1 by 2 pi, so this is j x by x of omega, this is j of omega e to the power j omega t, and this is d omega. So whatever here it is, we have to write it, so we are inversing, we are taking inverse Fourier transform of this, so this will be nothing but equal to Fourier inverse Fourier transform of x of omega j omega. So this j omega will come outside, so this will become 1 by j omega, this is inverse Fourier transform of x of omega. So now we know we have successfully proved it, and this can be written as minus infinity to t x of tau d tau, Fourier transform of integration in time domain will be 1 by j omega x of omega. So in this video we have seen differentiation in time domain property, then we have seen differentiation in frequency domain property and time integration property. I hope you have understood the concepts, and these properties will be very essential in solving some of the complex functions very easily by application of these simple properties. So I end my lecture video here. I hope you have enjoyed my lecture, and thank you.